to the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and our sideline reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Battle in the Western Conference, the Sacramento crowd hoping to watch their Kings come out on top.
All right, ready to go? Ready to go?
And it's the Kings to start out. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the floor for Portland, Lillard and McCollum, the explosive backcourt pair. Nurkic is out there with Aminu, and it's Harkless in at the three, the small forward. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hill. Can't hit that one. And it's Portland the other way.
And George Hill, really, for me, an interesting case study, if you will. Always an unselfish player, always been careful in terms of shot selection and smart on the floor. But with Paul George missing time 2 seasons ago, Hill really stepped up his role and didn't miss a beat. I think he can do even more offensively. He's one of those guys that I think doesn't really realize just how good he is. Maybe he does. This season.
About a minute played so far here in the first. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
And for Hill, even as his shots per game have increased, his percentages have only gotten better. Last season, Greg, a career high in three-point percentage.
Yeah, and that spread out offense really has helped. A lot of open looks for everybody. You've got to give him credit, though. He fit in well for this team. Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yep, he got up ahead of steam, and no one could come over to stop him.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And Lillard kicks to Aminu. To the right side. Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard. For the three. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. To the inside. It's tipped. It's stolen by Aminu. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein. He dishes it to Hill. The feed to Hill. Here's Cauley-Stein, and the go-ahead bucket, no good.
Yeah, good tough D there to get a hand up and force that miss.
Got right up in his jersey. I thought they actually traded for him. Didn't allow separation. Just a terrific effort.
Now here's Lillard. 5 to shoot. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Fires from the wing. Some solid defense from Randolph. The Kings trailing. Cauley-Stein kicks to Randolph. And it's Randolph with the jam.
He has a great ability to lead his man with the pass, puts him in great position to score.
Lillard against Hill. Trying to get back on track. Lillard again missing.
Outstanding D there. They really got up in his shirt and made him uncomfortable.
Now here's Hield. He's covered by Aminu. Hield with the bucket.
Yeah, watching Hield shoot is quite astonishing. He does a great job of establishing his feet as a foundation for his three-point shot.
Now here's McCollum. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, the Blazers signing Al-Farouq Aminu going into the last season for 4 years and $30 million looks like money well spent. For the first time in his career, he shot the ball respectably from the three-point line. That was definitely one of the big knocks in his game, but a tireless worker on the defensive end for Portland.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Brent, you talk about Aminu's three-point shooting. That was a big part of his scoring. Almost half of his shots coming from beyond the arc.
Well, when you play alongside 2 prolific scoring guards, you're going to get a lot of opportunities, feet set from the three-point line. So the 3 and D role player was something that he played to the hilt.
Now here's Lillard. Vince Carter missing his last shot. And here's Aminu from 10 feet out, and it's Randolph with the rebound. Randolph's got his 3rd rebound on the night. McCollum against Hill. The dish to Cauley-Stein. Nurkic with the block.
Is this basketball or volleyball? Nurkic with the spike.
And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. McCollum's got 5 now.
But you see how difficult he makes it on anyone that's going to try to guard him. Just an offensive dominant player.
That one falls.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Lillard. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. To the middle. Layup off the pick. And Brent, one thing you have to like about Jusuf Nurkic is that he plays with some edge to his game. I remember a moment where he scored on a defender, felt they tried to flop, and then handed the ball to them as they laid on the ground.
I love the confidence that he shows. He's a space eater, and he clogs up the lane, and then sometimes he just shows you he's got deft touch and soft hands. So some untapped potential as he gets better.
Carter against Lillard. Hield can't hit.
Well, he had the perfect opportunity to finish that one, guys, and just flat out blew it.
Over in the corner, Lillard lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Hield.
Shocking he blew that opportunity, guys. 9 times out of 10, that is an easy make.
Harkless with the steal. On up the court. The slam dunk by Aminu.
That's a great way to fire up your teammates. Aminu has the explosiveness to come up with monster dunks like that.
Outside Hill. Stolen by McCollum. Lillard left side. Lets it go with a 3. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist by Lillard. 8 points for C.J. McCollum. Timeout is called. First of the game for Sacramento. You won titles in San Antonio. They led the way, but it seems like nowadays smaller market teams are becoming just as competitive as the ones in big cities.
Well, I think for guys, they understand watching these small market teams over the course of the last 10, even 15 years, seeing the success that the teams are having, not only on the floor winning championships, but individually where these players show up. They're showing up in commercials. They've got their shoe deals. So the idea of the mass market has gone away. You can have the same kind of exposure, Kevin, as long as you're on one of those 30 NBA teams, they're going to find you.
So much is on TV. You talked about this before. So much is online. Every game is seen. Every player is talked about.
Yeah, there's no way that you can hide from that kind of exposure. So guys who are looking at teams in the future of where it is that they'd like to play the game, big cities really aren't mattering as much to them anymore.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive. He's getting anything he wants out there. He has this look in his eyes that says, nobody's going to stop me, not tonight.
Hill against Lillard. To the inside, Nurkic, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play.
Great concentration on display from Nurkic to get the foul and still come away with the made field goal.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Davis is checked in for Aminu. Turner comes in for Maurice Harkless. Alan Crabb, he's checked in for C.J. McCollum. And Shabazz Napier subbed in for Damian Lillard. Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. The Kings trail by 5. Here's Bogdanovic. Shot from the wing. Misses off the left iron.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Napier passes to Crabb. Dishes it to Vonleh. Back to Crabb. Feeds it to Vonleh. 6 on the shot clock. And he gets it to go.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Inside, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
If anything could change the momentum, it's that kind of play. Cloud of smoke has people standing on their feet.
Crabb, good.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Lawson with it. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Bogdanovic. And that one comes up a bit short.
I'm not sure if family and friends are here in the stands tonight, but he wanted to show that one off. Fading away on the shot was absolutely not necessary.
Now here's Lawson. Here's Bogdanovic. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Here's Napier. Out to the right wing. Here's Crabb. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Crabb's got 5.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Labissiere. No good on his first attempt of the game.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Kicks it to Napier. Davis sets a screen. Here's Napier. Back to Crabb. He tries for 3. It's rebounded by Labissiere. The Kings trail by 8. Lawson outside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
Yeah, pretty much unforced there on the bad pass. He has to just make better decisions on the delivery when he's getting it to his teammates.
Portland's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. There's a minute 47 left here in the first quarter. To the wing right side. Here's Crabbe. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The Kings shooting 47% from the field to start things off.
And this Blazers team, although dynamic offensively, defense is where they have the most room to improve. Don't get me wrong. They weren't awful there, but that's got to be a little bit more of their focus.
Now here's Crabbe following the miss by Lawson. And there's the foul. It goes on Evan Turner. That's his first foul. The Kings trailing. You talk about the Blazers defense. Brent, where specifically do they need to improve?
Well, there's probably two areas, Kevin, where you can be much better. First off is just positional defense, where you have guys in the right spot on possessions just to make them difficult for the offensive team. And then the second part about that is no cheap reaching easy fouls. Those are just bailout possessions that help out your opponent.
Here's Bogdanovich. This is his first free throw of the game. And he knocks down the first one.
And for a franchise that competed for the Western Conference Championship a number of years ago, it's really been a lot of turmoil for quite a while. I mean, the Kings have had ownership changes, coaching changes, personnel changes, front office changes. I mean, that's been the one constant, is the fact that they consistently are in change mode.
It's hauled in by the Kings.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
That's really one of his specialties, altering shots in close.
Labissiere, and that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And Labissiere is a tireless worker on the boards, hitting them relentlessly and coming away with additional opportunities for his team.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Leonard's checked in. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Crabbe kicks to Leonard, tries it from the top of the key, and it comes off the front of the rim.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, you want your guys to attack with confidence, but that's just a bad look.
Now Lawson. Here's Bogdanovich, and no good trying to get that one. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Trailblazers lead by 4. Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard as he explains his...
I was taught to, never let anybody see how you feel. I kind of just...
I would say we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of business.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
And it's really about limiting their mistakes. And early on, they've been able to do that here in the first.
Having complete control over what it is you're doing and avoiding distractions. It's hard to accomplish, but good job so far tonight.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Lengthy pair of Davis and Leonard are the big men. Lillard and McCollum, the explosive backcourt pair. Now here's Randolph. The shot from the low post is good. Randolph's got his second basket of the game. Portland leading by 4. Lillard outside. That one doesn't drop. So the Kings will take it the other way. Here's Lawson. And he converts the layup. Lawson's got his first bucket in this one.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Trailblazers shooting for the game at 42%. Richardson cover. Here's the screen. McCollum right side. Just 5 to shoot. Bangs home the trifecta. McCollum's got 11 points.
I'm sure that's on the scouting report to not let him catch and shoot. With McCollum's marksmanship, that's easy money.
Here's Richardson, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. Shooting so vital in today's game, Brent. Ironically, the shooting guard position has been in somewhat of a stagnant position, perhaps.
Well, I think because of the way that the point guards in the league right now, Kevin, have dominated most of the offenses, not only in terms of their scoring, but in terms of time of possession. John Wall, Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook. I mean, you watch a lot of those games, and for most of the game, they've got the pill, and they've got to make the decisions. Shooting guards like Klay Thompson don't come around all that much, but he's finding ways to still put his imprint on the game.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for the Kings. Hill comes in for Ty Lawson. There's the screen. There's the pass to McCollum for the 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the...
Now, here is Hill. He's got 6. To the paint. Here's Randolph. Good. The assist goes to Hill. 6 points for Zach Randolph.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Lillard against Hill. Lillard attacking. The second chance effort. Here's Aminu. It's stolen by Hill. Cauley-Stein with it. Leonard picks him up.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfect.
Here's
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. That was a nice replay brought to you by Kia. Hill dishes to Cauley-Stein. Great D that time from Leonard.
Well, he has more than enough strength to fight through the D and convert that one. I'm surprised he came up short there.
And here's McCollum for 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Man, his shot on target, guys. They have the lead right now, primarily because of his effort.
Now, here is Hill. To the middle. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And Zach Randolph, once a double-double machine, had a harder time producing at that same rate last season.
True, but he has aged well overall because he's a power guy whose game relies more on skill and instincts than quickness.
Well said.
And the difference last season was that he couldn't sustain energy for as many minutes per game. He can still dominate for stretches at both ends, but just not as long.
Vince Carter, he's checked in for Richardson. Portland also making some changes. Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Leonard. And it's Noah Vonleh in for Evan Turner. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, the league and NBA teams have become much more aware of protecting players' health, and they're finding out that rest and sleep are a huge part of that. Warriors head coach Steve Kerr said medicine and science have improved and thought processes do as well. He said in the old days, guys played 48 minutes. Well, we've made advances. We don't go backwards with this stuff. We go forwards. Guys, that's why they want their players off their feet as much as possible.
Good report, DA. Thank you. Sacramento with the ball. After the Trailblazers pick up 2. Hill kicks to Hield. It's stolen by Aminu. McCollum passes to Aminu. McCollum left side. Pass to Vonleh. Back to McCollum. Free throw line jump shot. Kept alive.
This is a kid who loves to play. Vonleh working hard on the offensive boards, then going into a myriad of moves that he's been developing for the score.
Now here is Hill. 6 points for him. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. And Aminu slams it in.
And unfortunately, we've seen a few too many of those. A lack of concentration, a turnover, and an easy bucket in transition.
The Trailblazers have hit just 2 free throws in 5 attempts today. Hill against McCollum. Now a timeout called by...
Bring it in. Take a seat. I love the energy, fellas. I really do. But now we got to keep it up and stay focused. Do not give them any life out there. Understood? We got this.
Scottie Pippen and perimeter defenders like Bruce Bowen, and learning some of those tricks. And as good as he is on the ball, he can be sometimes even better off the ball, reading passing lanes and coming up with steals.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. Harkless has checked in.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Well, that happens sometimes. The ball just does not go down. But I'll tell you what, he'll take that shot every time.
Here's Hill, following the basket by C.J. McCollum. Nurkic with the block. McCollum outside. Nurkic setting the pick for McCollum. Nurkic. Sacramento grabs the miss. And here is Hill. He's got 6. Here's Cauley Stein. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Well, not too many current or former NBA players can say this, but you can, Brent. You've been in a movie. How was it getting involved in the Jerry Maguire movie? And do you have any more plans to be on the big screen?
I have more plans to go to movies, Kevin, than to be in the movies. Somehow, some way, I got a phone call from somebody that said, we need you to come down here. And I know the backstory to it. Cameron Crowe is from Seattle. I met Cameron Crowe several times. And he said, Brent, I got a part for a basketball player. How about a movie? I said, cool. Then he said, how about a movie with Tom Cruise? I said, even better. And then he said, how about a movie about a sports agent with Tom Cruise and you'll be in the scene with him? And I said, what time?
How many lines did you have in that movie?
Oh, I nailed it. One line, Kevin. One line, one take, Jake. And there was a kid there that was in the same scene. It was about signing some basketball cards. And the little boy was suffering from a cold that day. And Tom Cruise could not have been nicer. In fact, gave the kid some Kleenex.
That's a great story. Now here's Hield following the miss by C.J. McCollum. 4 on the shot clock. Baseline jumper, and the jumper is on the mark. And it's 8 points for Hill. Portland leading by 10. Passes to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. He kicks to Nurkic, and stolen by Cauley Stein. Here's Carter, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
For Sacramento, they have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
First free throw is good.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And some changes here for the Kings. This year comes in for Zach Randolph. And it's Bogdanovich in for Hield. Now, here's Lillard. He feeds it to Nurkic. Back to Lillard from the baseline. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
Now there's another way Lillard can beat you off the ball. Great timing on the catch and shoot.
McCollum against Hill. He dishes it to Bogdanovich. To the paint. That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down to just 8 points with the bucket from Cauley Stein. McCollum outside. The feed to Harkless. Three-pointer Lillard. Again the miss by Lillard. For Sacramento, they've gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter. Labissiere with the screen for Hill. Floats one. Doesn't go for him. And it's Portland the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Harkless. It's hauled in by the Kings. Labissiere's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Bogdanovich. Got a hand on it, and they're able to recover. He gets that one. 10 points for Willie Cauley-Stein.
Well, the game's 4 quarters, and after a tough first half, he's found his rhythm in the second.
It's McCollum on the wing. He's got 19.
And like how aggressive Labissiere is on defense, using that wide frame to turn back shots.
And they pick up 2. McCollum's got 21 in the game.
And that mid-range spot is so sweet for him.
The Kings trail by 8. Outside Hill. And the rebound by Nurkic.
Well, he's seen it before where he can light it up with the best in the league, but right now, he just does not have the touch.
Harkless with the bucket.
That's a quality.
Now that's how we play the game.
Guard it.
Bring it in. Let's go. I like what I see out there, fellas. We're playing like we want it more than them.
280, depending on what he had for dinner. But he's got great skill, and they're still exploring it in Denver.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Ed Davis is checked in for Vonleh. Crabbe comes in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Napier in for Lillard.
He's certainly a threat to finish those opportunities with some style and flair, but the defense did a simply outstanding job preventing that from happening.
Now here's Harkless. He's got 6. Napier dishes to Nurkic. Feeds to Crabbe. Shot from the top of the key. And again, it's Portland converting. And thinking about Nurkic and his size, Brent, he definitely doesn't fit the spot-up Euro big man profile we've seen.
No, he's one of those guys who enjoys the contact, and anytime he can get it, he'll be in there. Can spot up with the jump shot if he needs that. He likes to throw his weight around on the inside, and he does. He makes the most of his size.
Here's Lawson. After the Trailblazers pick up 2. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. Here's Crabbe. And he gets the bucket. Crabbe's got the lead up to 14 now for the Trailblazers.
And for a player who's so prolific from beyond the arc, Crabbe has the length and some hops inside to beat you.
Here's Lawson. Will it go? That shot off the mark. And it's Portland the other way. Now here's Crabbe. He's guarded closely. Nurkic kicks to Davis. Crabbe with the ball. He's got 9. Shoots it up. It's rebounded by Labissiere. Labissiere's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's the screen. The dish to Bogdanovich. Down low, Papagianni. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
I know there are a lot of parts still coming together for the Blazers, but it seems like they may have found something with the pairing of Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum. What a great backcourt.
The Kings haven't made a mistake at the line yet. 10 of 10. The first one falls. And you look at the combination of Lillard and McCollum. Offensively, they are explosive.
Well, I don't think any coach has a problem with having too much scoring or playmaking, especially from the guard position. The question for the Portland Trailblazers as they continue to mature and gain experience is how good and how committed will they be on the defensive end of the floor.
Now here's Crabbe. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Napier's got 3 assists tonight.
Yeah, his shooting has been on target here in the second frame after not being able to get anything going in the first.
That one's in there. The Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 12 on the basket from Labissiere. Here's Napier. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Back to Crabbe. Here's Harkless. No good from outside. Here's Bogdanovich. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Bogdanovich has got 6 points.
They really did a nice job of getting the ball into an area where good things tend to happen, and they did.
And so we wrap up the first half. Trailblazers out in front. They're up by 10. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Coach Dave Joerger. Coach, what is going to be the focus offensively going into the second half?
Well, we try to go inside. That's our strength anyways. And for us, our bread is buttered inside, so we try to play high-low. And then if the threes come out of that, great, but we want to try to get everything to the rim.
Coach, it all starts with that entry pass to the big, and then everybody plays off of him. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you've enjoyed our first half of action. I'm Ernie Johnson welcoming you back. Shaquille O'Neal is right there. Kenny the Jet Smith is right there. And this here is the halftime report. C.J. McCollum was on fire in the first half. He had 21 points and 1 steal. He came into tonight following a tremendous performance last time out and looks eager for a repeat. Shaq, how do you think the Trailblazers were playing?
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with their transition game. They got out on the break every chance they had.
And that'll do it, as the second half is just about.
Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. C.J. McCollum has been exceptional here, guys.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
Well, none of the defenders can stay with him in one-on-one situations. Even the team defense breaks down if he's in attack mode.
Zach Randolph is out there with Cauley Stein. Then it's Hield. And there's Carter. And it's Hill in at the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. The Kings trail by 12. Now Hield. Dishes it to Randolph. Carter, the pass to Randolph. And it's Portland with the rebound.
You know what? His finishing ability, not really at the level that you would expect from a pro, but he's going to have to start playing with more force.
And stolen by Cauley Stein. Outside Randolph. Outside Hill. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Hill's got 10.
I think I saw him at the Comedy Club on Friday night. A little improv. He's having some fun out there.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Rejected by Randolph. And Al-Farouq Aminu gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Here's Hield. And the lead is down inside single digits. He has 5.
Well, Hield showing some of that stop and start and stop again game. Changing directions, impossible to guard.
Jumper off the screen. McCollum no good.
If you're going to go set a pick, you really have to be committed to it. He simply did not do a good enough job to get his teammate open.
Now here is Hill. 10 points for him. Pass to Cauley Stein. But he gets it back. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Portland leading by 6. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. There's the pick. Nurkic kicks to Harkless. Lillard outside. Portland again missing.
He is struggling mightily, but his teammates in this one have picked him up.
Left side Randolph. Kicks it to Hill. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. And here's McCollum for three. Second shot opportunity. And finished off by Nurkic.
Don't talk much about the arc on a shot, but Nurkic did a great job hauling in that rebound and finishing the look over top.
The Kings trail by 8. And here is Hill. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Randolph. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Randolph's got 10 points in the game. McCollum with the ball. 11 points in the game.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Leonard, he's checked in for Portland. Turner comes in for C.J. McCollum. And you remember last season, the Blazers had to sit C.J. McCollum out of game due to a clerical error. You don't see that happen too often.
Yeah, that was one of those I wish we could take it back moments for the Blazer coaching staff. The team's second leading scorer at that point. I'm just glad he had a sport coat.
5 on the clock. With the teardrop. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down to 6 and the bucket from Hill.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
They set the pick. The pass to Aminu. Fires the three. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 11.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Picked by Randolph. Here's Hill. He's got 12. Inside, Leonard with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Randolph grabs the board. The Kings trail by 9. Carter outside. Randolph, a screen on Aminu. Hill passes to Cauley-Stein. He kicks it to Heel. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Hill. Cauley-Stein dishes to Hill.
Yeah, easy call.
It's his first trip to the line. He misses the free throw. Conley's checked in for the Trailblazers. And the second free throw, good. Boy, in the last year, the Kings, Greg, went all in, even trading a couple of veteran contracts to the Sixers.
Yeah, and they used the cap reshuffling to sign Kufis and Rondo, a number of others as well at the beginning of last year. And regardless of the outcome of last season's games, those moves made this team much more competitive. And now the question is, can they build off of some of that momentum?
Great job, guys. Nice work. Take a seat now. Let's talk. Hey, this is what happens when we play our brand of basketball. They cannot.
They haven't really loved playing in the Northwest. You might include LaMarcus Aldridge in that category, but Damian Lillard certainly has embraced it.
Well, if it couldn't be Oakland for the hometown Warriors, Damian Lillard enjoying his time in the Pacific Northwest. It seems like one of those guys just not drawn to the bright lights and glitz and glamour of the league. He wants to get down to business and get to work. Plays with a chip on his shoulder coming out of Weber State. And he doesn't mind that small town atmosphere and those incredible fans the Blazers have had for years.
Richardson kicks to Randolph. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And on the season, only shooting around 73%, so not necessarily where he'd like to be.
Rabs check in for Al-Farouq Aminu. And Zach Randolph drops them both. Now Lillard, 8 points for him. He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
With the departure of LaMarcus Aldridge to San Antonio, there's no question who Portland's franchise player is now. It's Damian Lillard, who said, "I am." People say he's not a franchise player, but I didn't make that decision. The franchise did. It's more than being the best player, especially with a young team. You're the example, and the standard is here. Evan, he doesn't shy away from that responsibility.
No, he's built for it, D.A. Thanks. Leonard on the wing, launches it, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 10 assists here tonight. So active. Here's Hield. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Vonleh's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Richardson covering. Now here's Lillard. Fires for 3. He's off on that one. The Kings trail by 9. For 3. Hill goes back up. Randolph can't hit. Portland's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Pass to Vonleh. He feeds it to Craig. It's Vonleh atop the key. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Vonleh setting the pick for Lillard. Shot from the wing. And it's Lillard again missing. The Kings have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Richardson, good.
He's just so aggressive on that move. You have to come over fast and hard to stop him.
Trailblazers leading by 7. Richardson covering. To the wing on the left. From beyond the arc. Crab, no good. Kings have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. And here is Hield. He has 5. Pick up by Hill. Randolph kicks to Hield. It's Hill on the wing. And he makes good on the layup. And now it's only a 5-point Trailblazer lead.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
Well, even a dentist would tell you that's a sweet move for that lay-in. And yeah, you got to love his tenacity.
Leonard with no one around. And a miss there on the triple.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Randolph, and Randolph throws it down.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Lillard, the pass to Vonleh, and he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. That one is on Hield.
Well, you put young guys and potential always next to one another, and that's where Noah Vonleh is right now. Pretty easy to see why he was sought after in the draft. With a great defensive upside, he's got the ability to affect the game in a lot of ways, still growing and still learning.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Labissiere is checked in for Randall. Bogdanovich comes in for Hield, and it's Lawson in for George Hill. Here's Napier. Lawson defending. Napier kicks to Crab. Good, and it's Napier with the assist that time. Crab's got 13 points. And after one season at Indiana with the Hoosiers, Noah Vonleh, drafted by Charlotte, but acquired by Portland in a trade for Nicholas Batum.
Yeah, he's shown some flashes here in the NBA, even out to the three-point line. He's an intriguing player to watch develop over the next couple seasons.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
If these guys are focused on making a push with the basketball, they can be very good.
Papagianni. A shot, no good. And the Trailblazers going the other way. It's blocked. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And Portland making a change here. Nurkic is checked in. Here's Crab, and it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
You got to know the scouting report as a defender. You can't let Crab set up for a catch and shoot. Bury those more often than not.
Bogdanovich, no luck. Trailblazers leading by 9. Passes it to Nurkic. 1:06 left in the third. Nurkic, a screen on Richardson. Clock at 6. Now here's Nurkic. He's tightly guarded. No good there off the double clutch. The Kings shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Here's Bogdanovich. 6 points for him. Richardson, basket, good. Richardson's got 4 this quarter.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And there's a nice one-handed slam.
And very little fight put up by the defense as he made his way to the bucket for the jam.
They did seem to take the cautious approach, Greg, when it came to defending that one. You're right.
When you're playing from behind, you cannot let your opponent have things that are that easy. And that was easy.
Labissiere dishes to Lawson. Fades and shoots. That one a little long. Here's Napier. Here's Crabbe. Goes back up. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And the replay center out in Secaucus delivering the footage. And guys, it sure looks like the shot left his hands just a moment too late.
Well, the ruling is in, and the call stands. No basket, so no change on the scoreboard as we end the quarter.
And smart decision to review that shot. That was indeed very close to being legitimate.
Okay, we got them shooting some jumpers. You got to stay.
The fourth quarter just moments away now as we welcome you back. The Kings trail by 9, and on the floor for Portland here in the fourth. Al-Farouq Aminu is out there with Evan Turner. Then there's Davis. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Crabbe in at the shooting guard. Labissiere, no good. And so here's Portland. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Crabbe, no good.
Well, the D looks like they're laying off just a little bit. He made 1 3 in the first half, but they're still daring him to shoot, and he can't make him pay for it.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Sacramento. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Lillard's checked in for Crabbe. A nice shot by Bogdanovich.
Sometimes it's worth it to find the sliver. Excellent pass there.
The feed to Aminu. Lillard, the pass to Aminu. It's rebounded by Labissiere. The Kings trailing. He dishes it to Lawson. Feeds to Labissiere. Fires the 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Lillard. It's rebounded by Labissiere. Labissiere's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Lawson against Lillard. No good from Lawson.
Well, the D wasn't awful, but it wasn't stifling either. He really should have made that shot.
Portland again missing.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
And even though he's been on a roll tonight, that one was a bit forced.
This year, kicks to Cauley-Stein. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
I mean, you never expect to get opportunities that easy coming down the stretch of a tight game.
But we're talking about a player who's going to take advantage of everything the D gives him, especially at this critical stage of the game.
Aminu with a screen for McCollum. Shot clock at 6, and it's good. 2 points. McCollum's got 23.
Well, he knows how to get the shot off at any time on that pick and roll. Natural instincts taking over, and the experience helping McCollum as well.
They set the pick. Puts up a 3. A nice shot by Bogdanovic. Bogdanovic has got 5 points in the quarter.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
And he's not a guy you can give open looks to. The D has to be better. Got to learn a lesson there.
A 10-footer. And stolen by Richardson. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Floats one up, and Davis sends it back.
Great anticipation. Davis light on his feet and using that 7'2" wingspan sends that one back.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
Puts one up from 19. Good on that shot, and with that, the Trailblazer lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Labissiere. Richardson cover. They set the pick. McCollum right side. Plenty of space. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Cauley-Stein with it. This year, dishes to Lawson. To the inside, Cauley-Stein. That one falls, coming off Lawson's feet. Lawson's got 6 assists now in the game. Lillard against Lawson. And a wide open look for McCollum. Again, McCollum missing.
Well, he was terrific in the first half, guys. Maybe some adjustments from the opposing team coach, and he's lost a little bit of that touch here in the second.
A nice shot by Bogdanovic. Here's Lillard. Davis with a screen on Lawson. Here's Lillard. Soft touch off the glass. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
Well, the years keep going on, and Lillard keeps getting better and more confident at finishing inside.
Lawson's against Lillard. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Sacramento. Zach Randolph, he's checked in for Labissiere. Carter comes in for Richardson. And Hield subbed in for Bogdanovic. Myers Leonard, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Reese Harkless comes in for Evan Turner. Now off the inbound. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from Leonard. McCollum right side. It's stolen by Hield. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And here's McCollum for 3. Nailed from three-point land. McCollum's got 26 points.
Well, if he's hitting shots from there, he becomes so much more dangerous.
Now Hield. In the pass to Cauley-Stein. Kings moving the ball around. 5 on the clock. Here's Randolph. Aminu grabs the miss. Aminu's got 5 rebounds tonight. McCollum outside. There's the dish to Lillard. Leonard with a screen on Lawson. 3-pointer, Lillard, and the Trailblazers another 3.
Not a stellar first half, but he's become an absolute machine scoring the ball in the second.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
Yeah, not a highlight reel play there. He needs to be aware of where he is on the court at all times.
George Hill's checked in for Ty Lawson. And Portland with a change here too. Nurkic is checked in. Nurkic a screen on Hill. McCollum outside. .16 feet away. The slam dunk by Aminu.
Well, how about the effort from Aminu there? Something he's known for is crashing the boards, plus improved ability to finish around the rim.
Picked by Randall. Stolen by McCollum. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Aminu misses. The Kings trail by 9. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. Sacramento making a switch here. Lawson's checked in. The Blazers on offense. They've got a 10-0 run going. And Lillard kicks to Aminu. Back to Lillard. McCollum outside from past the arc. Lillard misses.
Guys, I cannot believe he missed that one, and I bet he can't either.
At the teardrop, that one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Lawson.
Well, he approaches the rim strong there and then flips up the teardrop.
Dishes to McCollum. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Cauley Stein. Carter outside. Pass to Randall. Outside for Lawson. He can't get it to go. And it's Portland the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Two things I love about C.J. McCollum is his size and his pace of play. A great shooter with good range. He can handle the ball, so at times when you want Lillard off the ball, C.J. McCollum becomes your point guard. And I'll tell you what, at 6'4", he never plays panicked, whether he's at the 1 or the 2.
And when you talk, Brent, about McCollum's 6'4" stature, the questions seem to arise for him at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I don't know if he's undersized at 6'4" for a shooting guard, but he is a bit of a tweener and has that slight frame. But he has shown, as much as he brings to the table offensively, he can use that acumen on defense and improve on that end of the floor.
Nurkic dishes to Lillard. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Got a piece of it. Puts it up from 17. It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Carter. Portland's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. McCollum kicks to Aminu. Back to McCollum. Lawson's against Lillard. Nurkic setting the pick for Lillard. Clock at 6. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lawson. Here's McCollum. Clock at 4. A three-pointer is right on target. McCollum's got 10 points in just the second half.
Well, he's one of the league's more dangerous deep shooters. McCollum hits a high percentage of threes when he's in sync.
Cauley Stein passes to Randall. Doesn't go for him. And here are the Trailblazers. They're on a 15-6 run. The shot by Harkless no good. The Kings trail by 8. In the corner, it's Hield. It's up a 3. And it's Portland with the rebound. Now, here's Lillard. Sinks that one from the post. Lillard's got 7 now in this quarter.
One thing about Lillard is he can go with either hand when he's attacking the rim, and that makes it very difficult to defend.
The shot's good from Lawson.
Put that pass right on target. Way to get your teammates involved.
1:49 left in the fourth quarter. And here's Nurkic. Here's McCollum. Tries it from 19. And Portland again with the bucket.
Well, McCollum right now relentless on the offensive end. It doesn't matter how much he's scoring. He'll take a little more.
They set the screen. Lawson dishes to Hield. Kicks it to Cauley Stein. It's good.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
On the free throw, no good. Trailblazers leading by 8. Lillard with it. Now Lawson defending. 1:10 left here in the fourth quarter. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Sacramento's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Hield with it. Now the pass to Lawson. To the paint. Here's Cauley Stein. That is in there. Lawson with the assist.
That was just a perfect possession. Getting it in tight for the high percentage shot.
This may be their most important possession.
No doubt about it. As long as they don't make any major mistakes, this one's in the bag.
Way to work, gentlemen. Let's go now. Hustle up. Listen up. We have these guys back on their heels. And now they're playing like they're desperate.
There's 39 seconds left in the game. He kicks it to Cauley Stein. A 3. Rebound by Nurkic. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. Portland moving the ball around. Here's Nurkic. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall. Can't get it to fall. And so it's Portland winning this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thanks, Kevin. Now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, C.J. McCollum. I'll tell you what, his season high in points powered everything they did. Clearly, he was the catalyst tonight as they come away with the well-deserved W. What'd you think, Shaq?
He's a road warrior because he was on that edge in that game tonight. Oh, my boy. That's what we don't always see from this guy. But tonight, road warrior.
He had a solid night from the field. He showed great focus, hit on over 50% of his attempts, and made many of those shots with guys draped all over him.
And that'll do it for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. For Kenny Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, for Kevin Harlan, and for the entire 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson. I hope you have a wonderful, even beyond wonderful, a spectacular, just great. I mean, see you.
Good night.